Well, where do you even begin? In what was possibly, most likely, South Carolina's worst loss of the season up to this point, losing 17-0 on Friday night to Texas A&M, head coach Paul Mainieri had a lot to say describing the way in which the game went. He used the word poor a lot of times when I was chatting with him after the game. And then the one line that really stood out, he said, quote, "Tonight was embarrassing for us and for our school." And that's really the way it felt all night long for the Gamecocks, as they just did not look the part at all tonight. Heck, Mainieri even said it just felt like the team didn't even show up tonight. He said, quote, "Was there even a game tonight?" Like, it just seemed like right from the jump when things started to get out of hand early. Matthew Becker gave up 4 runs in the first inning. And then the pitching from there just really imploded as the night went on. Cooper Parks gave up 5 runs in an inning of work, and Roman Kimball had to come into a basically impossible spot with the bases loaded and nobody out in the 5th inning after Parks walked 5 batters in his outing. And for Kimball, 4 of the runs were charged to his line in a 7-run inning for the Aggies to really break this game open to where South Carolina just was not coming back. And the 4 runs came on a grand slam with 2 outs and 2 strikes and it just never got better from there. And Zach Russell came in and he gave up 2 runs, both of which were unearned. And it was just, the offense wasn't there at all really tonight either. 4 or 5 hits and no runs to show for it. Now, I will say there were a lot of hard hit balls. A&M made some really good plays in this game, especially out in the outfield and in the infield. Just a very clean game defensively. But again, there's just not much to say. Is this rock bottom? I've watched the team plenty this season, right? And the season is pretty much, I think the postseason, we can pretty much say at this point, is out of reach. There's still time to go on a winning streak, but they haven't really shown that they can do that. And losing a game like this, they've had losses that have been very, very bad this year. But I don't know if there's one that I can say confidently that was worse than this one. So where do they go from here? The Gamecocks will have another game tomorrow. First pitch at 3 p.m. on Saturday. The game will be on SEC Network Plus, as Texas A&M will go for a sweep, but also South Carolina will try to avoid the sweep and head back home for the week with a win to end this road trip. And yeah, Dylan Eskew will get the start on the mound. That's one thing that really does stand out, is he will make his first start since the Oklahoma series, and he's coming back from injury. Mainieri did tell me that Eskew will be on some sort of limit. What that is exactly at this point remains to be seen. Didn't specify a pitch count, innings limit, but expect him to not go super long tomorrow. Then the game will be turned over to the bullpen. Still have Jarvis Evans available, as well as some other relievers. So once again, South Carolina suffers a 17-0 run rule loss in 7 innings here on Friday night at Blue Bell Park. For GamecockCentral.com, I'm Jack Veltri.